First of all, I like to start off by saying no hate to this creator. He was making a joke, and he's of European descent, and he even stated in his comments that he too was intact. My issue more lies with the fact that if he were an American man, this would not be a joke. If he was an American woman, it would not be a joke. In America, we practice routine infant circumcision, which is just really fucking foul. If you have a baby in the United States, one of the first questions they ask you, premature or not, is if you'd like to circumcise your baby. They strap your baby down to a board without any anesthesia or maybe a local anesthetic, and then they rip the foreskin off and leave the baby with an open bleeding wound for however long it takes for it to heal. In a diaper where feces and urine sits. Tell me that's not a risk for infection. And did you know that an infant can have their brain completely rewired because of the amount of pain they have to endure during a circumcision? Circumcision is barbaric and absolutely disgusting, and the fact that we in America circumcise our babies just for shits and giggles is fucking gross. There is only a few cases where a circumcision might actually medically be necessary, but that is extremely few and far between. So if you are pregnant, or your wife is pregnant, or you guys are expecting a baby or are going to adopt, whatever the situation may be, and the baby is not already circumcised, obviously if you're pregnant, the baby's not going to be circumcised, but if you're adopting, that's where I got that from. Anyways, savingourSons.org, yourwholebaby.org, Bloodstained Men, okay, American Circumcision, Elephant in the Hospital. The first few things are websites, but the last two are videos that you can find probably on YouTube. There was American Circumcision on Netflix. I do not know if it is still there or not, but I highly recommend doing some research before you make that decision for your child, because it is not your penis it's not your penis. You don't get to make that decision. Also, there's too many risks when it comes to circumcision. Your baby can bleed out and die. 218, last I checked, infants a year died to blood loss from circumcision or complications from their circumcision. That does not include botched circumcisions, which happen more frequently than not. And anything anyone has to say about circumcision being beneficial for health reasons is full of shit. I have a plethora of resources and links that prove otherwise, that it is not more healthy to be circumcised than not. Also, uncircumcised is not the word that you would use. It's just intact, because there's only intact and circumcised. You can't circumcise and then uncircumcise, if that makes sense. You can regrow your foreskin, but that's a whole different story, and it's not nearly the same. All of this to say basically is do your research before making a decision about cutting your child's penis. That's it. That's the